Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to Blaqsport. We are here in match day 13 in the African Cup of Nations 2023, right there in Cote d'Ivoire. It's been an interesting tournament so far, and if you're not staying glued with Blaqsport or staying glued with African Cup of Nations, you really missing. I am your host, Insonet Uche, and with me always is
EKYs, thank you so much for inviting me to the show.
this is a box start today,
Yeah,
almost honestly.
it's a blockbuster if you ask me. Trust me,
Whoa, whoa.
it's raining goals.
Yeah,
The expectations are actually coming to pass. My predictions are
yeah,
actually coming to pass.
yeah.
The teams actually tips to go through to the quarterfinals. They're actually heading there, so it's actually on track.
All right, let's give you the scoreline for today. We have the first game for the round of 16. We have the Angola and Namibia ending on a 3-0, having Dala with 2 goals and Bululu with a long goal to make it 3 goals for the Angola team to win against Namibia. And you have Nigeria and Cameroon with the Flying Eagles dominating the indomitable Lions with a 2-0, having Lookman with a brace. What a wonderful performance though in all round games. How would you say how would you think about the whole game? Just give me an overview. How would you just describe the whole games today?
Right. So in terms of the games that we've actually witnessed today, they've all been interesting, very exciting, very captivating, actually very thrilling. There's no way you'd watch that game and you'll be sitting on your seat.
Definitely,
you'll be drifting from your seat second after second.
Yes,
you understand. So it's actually this is actually the best AFCON I've watched.
You know, he actually brings us to the point whereby when he increased the number to 24, and people were like complaining, is it 24? Yeah, that should be 24.
Yeah. We have
You have 5 up to Group F.
Yeah, we have to Group F. Yes.
Group F is 5. Yes. Look at the difference what I enjoyed so far. Has been intriguing. Competition.
Yeah, actually, it's been amazing. We have some surprising teams that have actually risen up to the occasion.
Yeah.
And actually giving us more than we bargained for.
Exactly.
So some of the big teams, the big names we actually knew in the African Tough, they are no longer that prolific. So the little teams are actually trying to breed their teams and come up to standard so that they can challenge the major teams in the tournament.
Now, let's start with the first game. We have Angola and Namibia having 2 goals with 1 assist from Dala and also having a goal by Bululu. Now, there's one star boy I'm looking at for. I know Dala have a very wonderful game, but the person I've seen so much that been very consistent in all these games is Bululu. He's really a guy you need to actually look out for, especially going to face Super Eagles.
Yes, he has actually been creating lots of games. Bululu is amazing. Gilberto, the number 7 guy, he's been amazing as well. Look at the passes. Their first goal, they actually set up that true pass for the guy to take on and actually deliver the pass to Dala to score the first goal where they took the lead. So the Angolans have actually been brilliant. The Lulu guy has been brilliant as well. He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're not really playing for phenomenal club size, not really outstanding club size, but they're trying their best to compete with the European big boys.
They're actually being so fantastic. And there's one thing I really like so much about the Angolan team. They're actually giving me those combinations I'm actually looking out for in the Super Eagles team. Those 5 to 6 combinations, you open up. Well, I'm not seeing that in the Super Eagles team, and this is really worrisome for me. Now, I know I'm really trying to deviate from things, but yes, the Angolan team has been quite, they're playing as a unit. I'll use that word. They're playing more as a unit, and this is giving them more advantage over their opponents. They tend to have when they're with the ball, they know what to do with it. They know how to create the chances, have a build-up from the back line to the midfield, down to the third half. They have all those combinations, and this makes them a little bit little when actually facing their opponents. So,
the Angolans have been brilliant. I really do agree with you there. The Angolans are brilliant in their style of play. They're playing fantastic football, beautiful football. They are taking on players, dribbling, and when they can't dribble, they try to create space for the other players to come in. The 1-2 passes are actually trying to click for them. But I also feel that it's because they've not really met a block wall yet. So that's the coach's style of play. And I reckon that if he's going to meet a team that actually has a block wall, he might want to fine tune his style of play to fit into the team he's playing against.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So you made a mention of the fact that you're worried about the Super Eagles being that we are not playing that fanciful football,
Yeah.
the tiki-taka kind of
Don't play
football
like a unit. Yes, all those combination
Yes.
of up to 5 combinations.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I actually get your point. But I still have my own belief that it's actually the coach's style of play.
Yeah.
So in terms of what the coach is trying to do, Jose Pesero, he's trying to build a defense whereby he would not concede at all.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's trying to build a block wall in the back five. I know he's a back three. Then we have the two.
Exactly. Yeah, two. Normally drops to make it 5.
Exactly. So he's trying to build a wall back there in such a way that he would not concede any goal, because the moment you concede, you start recovering. The first game we played against Equatorial Guinea, we played the 4-3-3 formation, and we conceded first, even because of Victor Osimhen that equalized for us. You understand? But afterwards, he brought a new formation from the second game against Ivory Coast, where we played the 3 defenders forward. So we've played 3 matches now with that same formation. It worked, though we are not really being brilliant. Like what I mean by brilliant, the players are brilliant, but what I mean is being appealing to the eye in terms of the style of play. Like trying to play fanciful football, the players really making those attacks, playing the 1-2, trying to create those spaces. No, we are not playing like that. The Spikers are not really playing like that. But from what the coach is doing, the players are doing an amazing job. And I believe that playing, if you observe, the coach is shouting less now from the touchline.
Exactly.
He's complaining less. He's saying the notion that the players are playing according to what he wants them to play. That's his own philosophy. He's playing, he's a defensive kind of coach. A defensive and counter.
Yeah.
You understand? And we have Osimhen in front to bully the defenders and get that build-up play to drop those passes for the wingers. You understand? So we also try, our wingers are fast-paced. Lookman is fast-paced. Moses Simon is also fast-paced. So they try as much as possible to recover on time to get the drop downs from Victor Osimhen. Likewise, Ola Aina and Zaidu supporting, and also dropping deep when we are losing the ball. So I feel that's his own style of play. Though I'm not taking anything out from the Angolans, they've been brilliant as well. But that's the style of play from Jose Pesero.
Okay, now I'm looking at the Super Eagles team. Yes, they had a good game today, winning 2-0 against the Cameroonians. Now that game, we know Cameroonians team is going to concede this goal. In the last episode, we talked about they are the team that usually concede goals every single time, which brings me to the point that in the Cameroonian team they have this poor defense. Yeah, the defense have been very poor since the first game. So we complained about it in the first game. We also talked about it in the second game. I talked about it in the third game. And we also say that if they're not careful against Nigeria, they're going to concede more goals in Nigeria. And they're the first team to allow Nigeria go 2 goals up. And that's to show you how bad that defense line is. They lack that communication so much that whenever their right backs or the right and left moves forward, they tend to actually leave it there. They actually come back. You see, that's why it's more easier for Osimhen to actually take the ball, move down to the right. If you see there's a loose ball over the left and right, there's no defense there. They all attack. And they tend to leave that center line, knowing that you have somebody like Osimhen who is very deadly. And he ran through all the whole defenders. He ran through them. He knew that this guy is a little bit not strong. He actually ran through them in the sense that he more like he bullied them. This team we're talking about, in the Nigerian team as a whole, they did something I was expecting the Cameroonians to do, and that is the bully. Is the physicality of part of it. Yes, they lack that physicality in this game, and Nigerians were bullying them all through. The Nigerian team, they bullied these guys so that they could even have 1-2 touches comfortably.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that, because the Cameroonians actually came with their own style of play. If you observe from the moment the game started, they tried to see if they can make use of the flanks. And discovered the flanks were locked. Because even when Zaidu was not being as clinical, it was still a bit rusty on the left flank. Bassi was doing a perfect cover-up in time for Zaidu to track back. You understand? So the Cameroonians, the only place the Cameroonians really played a good game, should I say a good game, was in the midfield, because I really saw Anguissa man that midfield. He was there. He was really there. He was taking control of the ball.
He was being, but even though he was playing the game, but they didn't allow him play. I see
they did not allow him
go down much in this game more than he actually made some passes.
Yes,
he went down more in the game more than he made some passes.
That's because they you really need to give it to the Super Eagles. They were all out for the game. They didn't allow any loose ball stay loose. Yeah. So if you look at the defense, Trust Ekong made sure that he was with any Cameroonian striker that was in the box and did not allow either of them to get the balance he needed to focus on. They had 0 shots on target.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to point on that, because
Cameroon has been scoring at least 2 goals per game.
Exactly.
So for them not to score against us, that's kudos to our defense.
No. Super Eagles defense has one of the best defense so far in this tournament, having conceded only 1 goal, and so far has been so brilliant, especially in making the keeper to a little bit be freer.
Yes, Wabali was free and confident that he has a good backline to stop any form of attack that's going to come against them. With the defense I'm saying down, trust me, I know that Senegal, Super Eagles can actually take on Senegal. It might lead to, let's say, extra time or whatever it be. It might be, but this defense I'm saying, they can take on Senegal.
All right.
Honestly speaking.
So we have Stanley Wabali being taken off in the second half of the game due to a little bit slight injury. We're still yet to see what is going to be the outcome. He actually dropped a post saying that everything is going to be fine. He's going to come back stronger. We're looking forward to his return. At least we have 7 days to prepare for the quarterfinals. So we have now Angola reaching the quarterfinal stage for the 3rd time since their exception in the African Cup of Nations. And let's see if they can go past the quarterfinals, which is their best stage so far in this tournament. We have Angola to face Nigeria. Now, in this game, what do you think about Nigerians winning Angola? Do you think Angola has a chance to break the jinx to move past the quarterfinals?
In the game versus Angola, I don't see Angola going past anywhere. I mean, they were brilliant, but they were brilliant against Namibia. Namibia gave them zonal marking. Nigeria doesn't give you zonal marking. None of the Nigerian defenders gives anyone zonal marking. They come to you as it is. They take you on as it is. Nobody gives anybody those spaces to be doing 12 leg overs, and no. Nigerian team do not do that. They do not stand a chance against the Super Eagles. Trust me, they do not.
So Mabulu, how do you think we can actually take over, block Mabulu from scoring? You can stop that?
He can't score against us. He can't. Definitely can't. He scored a very fantastic goal, a brilliant Koila against the Namibians. But that was a mistake from the Namibians. They actually let him get. How many times has any player had any one-on-one against the Super Eagles? I mean, we play against Ivory Coast, we play against Cameroon.
And against Ivory Coast, that was one of the best saves from Stanley. He had a close save.
He actually had a close.
That's one of the best saves for the tournament.
That's not been on post against the Super Eagles. You get me? But the Angolans do not stand any chance of winning the Super Eagles. Trust me, they do not.
Okay, so you had it first from EKY that the Angolans have no chance of winning Super Eagles in this tournament in the quarterfinal stage, whereby the Angolans is going to face for their 3rd time in that stage to see if they can get past the quarterfinal stage to the semi-finals. Only time will tell. Just to let you know, stay glued with Blaqsport as we take you through the talking points on the post-match analysis of the African Cup of Nations. And you can follow us on YouTube, on X, and also on Instagram, and also on Facebook. We're also live on Apple Podcasts and also on Spotify. Stay glued with us. I am your host, like always, Insonet Uche, and with me here is...
Thank you so much.
We'll see you tomorrow on our next episode. Have a wonderful night. Ciao. Bye.